Creepers! What's up, you guys? It's Clearski. I'm back. That's right, how the heck are you guys? So today's vlog definitely pulled at my heartstrings when I did the due diligence of not only watching a special that I saw on 2020, but doing a little bit more research of this particular person, and the person that I'm talking to you guys about by the name of Rebecca Lucille SCHAEFFER. Rebecca SCHAEFFER was a Oregon native, originally born in Eugene and moved to Portland, Oregon, and basically in a nutshell moved to LA to fulfill her dreams as a actress slash model, but her time was cut short tragically July 18th of 1989 by a crazy deranged stalker slash lunatic craze obsessed fan that shot her in her own apartment that morning. So when I first heard this story, I didn't realize that she was a Portland native and was tied in with Portland. So you guys know that if you've watched my past vlogs, anybody that's from Portland or has ties historically to here always is awesome. It always interests me, and I hope it does you as well. But in particular, this case and story really touched my heart. And it was just not only interesting, but it's very tragic. Rebecca SCHAEFFER's life was cut short that morning by a fan that killed her in her apartment. And Rebecca's career and stardom was basically just coming to full rise. That morning of July 18th, she was actually waiting on a Francis Ford Coppola script for the movie Godfather 3 to play the role of Al Pacino's daughter, which was huge. And that morning she received a ring on her front porch from the crazed fan, but in her mind she was thinking that it was the script being delivered, which she was awaiting on that morning. And unfortunately her life was struck short by a bullet shot straight to the heart. Now Rebecca's timely passing struck Hollywood, and furthermore made it to where there are now stalker laws and things put into place. And the gentleman that shot and killed her, I'm not even going to mention his name because in my mind it is part of the story, but I'm not going to even try and keep his memory or name relevant because the guy was crazy. She was approached by him and was shot dead tragically right in her apartment complex. Now this gentleman had approached her times before, arriving at the Warner Brothers studio while she was busy shooting episodes of Sam and Me, which were big there in the 80s, which basically started her claim to fame, waiting on the role for Godfather 3. So here is the cemetery where she rests. And so we're going to go inside the cemetery today, and I'm going to tell you guys a little bit more about Rebecca. She was not only a beautiful and talented person, but accomplished so much in her life. And this cemetery is absolutely gorgeous. So I wanted to creep up with you guys here today and tell you a little bit more about her and do my due diligence by paying respects to her and the family. So we're going to go in here and check out this beautiful cemetery. And when you first walk in, you're greeted by this beautiful fountain, which reads, "We are determined how we are remembered by the way we live our days." What a beautiful little piece here right when you walk into this beautiful cemetery. Now normally, if you guys have checked out my previous vlogs, I do the due diligence, or my Columbo-like research skills, if you will, and know exactly where the section and the headstone, the final resting place, if you will, for that particular person is. But today I didn't. So I wanted to just walk in and enjoy the scenery. It's kind of an overcast day, but it's still beautiful here in Portland. And like that sign says, it's very important to enjoy each day and live your life and love everyone and treat everybody equal, and just generally just be good to people. You know, with this story, a lot of people forget that, yeah, we are in a cemetery and she was a Hollywood actress, but this isn't the movies. This is real life. Every single one of these people in the cemetery was loved by someone, was a brother, a sister, a wife, a husband, a friend. So when I do these vlogs, I want you guys to know that first and foremost, I'm paying respect to not only the person that the vlog is about, but literally the entire cemetery grounds. I'm very respectful when I come here. I don't even like to cut through the sections to look for the graves, because I find it disrespectful to even walk amongst, you know, where people lay. So the guy that shot Rebecca was really unfortunate because he had mental health issues, and he obtained the gun that killed Rebecca by his brother. His brother actually was the one that purchased the gun. And as the story went, he fled the town that Rebecca in LA and fled back to his state of Arizona via Greyhound, and was actually brought to the Greyhound station by one of the security guards at the Warner Brothers lot the day that he tried to deliver flowers and a teddy bear to Rebecca. Was sent away by the security guard that dropped him off. So when she was shot, an APB went out, and this gentleman in particular was kind of just bonkers anyway, so that he was caught in the middle of the street yelling, "I killed Rebecca, I killed Rebecca," and so that's how he was basically found. So he told on himself, and they were able to apprehend him. Now later on in the trial, he pled not guilty, but that didn't get him very far, because a prosecutor, better known later for the O.J. Simpson trial, Marcia Clark, was the prosecutor in this case, and was able to obtain certain footage of him talking about how he had shot Rebecca. And when he was talking with the police during the interrogation video, he showed himself removing the pistol from his waistband in the back, which led her to believe that it was premeditated, and that's basically what she used to fulfill the judge's verdict of life in prison. They went with a judge jury as opposed to 12 jurors. So it was just really unfortunate. Like I said, it really made me think about, you know, now they have stalker laws put into place, and you can obtain people's information, but I don't think it was as easy as this crazed fan that basically he had hired a detective to go to the DMV and get any information that he could about Rebecca, and the DMV was able to obtain her actual address at the time because she had her home or her apartment listed on her license. So he paid like the $5 and was able to get her information, which I thought was just ridiculous. And the other people that she knew, other actresses that she worked with in the past, just couldn't fathom the fact that this crazed fan was able to obtain this information. But just super unfortunate. But if you guys can see behind me, this cemetery is beautiful. So she is laid to rest here in Portland, and in fact her final resting place is right here, you guys. And this is rough for me. I've definitely dealt with a lot of different historical graves, people of different positions in power of Portland, but this one really touched me the most. Rebecca's life, like I said, was cut short, and it even says right there, July 18th, 1989. But if you guys can see up close there, beloved daughter and courageous spirit, Rebecca Lucille SCHAEFFER. And this is here in Portland, Oregon. So what a sad, tragic story. But we can definitely keep her memory alive by paying our respects. And if you guys look really close, I am so wise to think love will prevail. I am so wise. RLS 1989. Very tragic story. Now, like I said, the morning of the shooting, Rebecca was waiting on her script for The Godfather 3. So she had been in her acting, you know, for a long time, and definitely paid forward a lot of time and energy into receiving that part. So it was just really sad. But before then, in 1986, the one role that actually took her, you know, stardom was in her role as Patty Russell in the CBS sitcom My Sister Sam, which that series was canceled in 1988. But SCHAEFFER appeared in several films, including the black comedy scenes from The Class Struggle in Beverly Hills, which was released 6 weeks before she was murdered. So, definitely super sad story, and just an amazing person, and was basically just on her way to such success. And so, Rebecca is definitely missed, and here's an actual picture of Rebecca on my phone. If you guys can see, she was absolutely gorgeous and very talented. Anybody that knew her and worked with her said that she lit up a room. So it's just amazing to me how fast people can succeed. I mean, she definitely put in work and earned it, but it's amazing to me that her life was cut so tragically and so short by such a crazed fan. But at least, like her dad said on the 2020 special, that there's now laws in place for stalking and stuff like that. So Rebecca, your story definitely touched me, and I thank you so much for joining me today, you guys, for creeping up here and helping me pay homage to somebody that's dearly missed. And gosh, who knows what could have, how many roles and other things that she could have done in her time. But that's why it's very important to just enjoy life and be good to everyone, be good to one another. And with that being said, I love you guys so much. Go ahead and send over another creeper and get you entered into the 900th Clearski the Creeper subscriber t-shirt giveaway. And so you guys can like that video now. You can hit that little bell icon. That way when I creep, you guys will be the first to creep. And I thank you so much for joining me. And one more time from Rebecca SCHAEFFER's grave. This is Clearski. I love you guys. Rest in peace, Rebecca. Creeper out for now. Peace.